Why open source then?
Oh man, that's deep. That's really deep. I think if we're going to be talking about technology and how and what it means and how it can be applied, I feel like I want to be able to democratize technology as much as possible so that can be put to the best use. And that typically means getting into the hands of as many people as possible. And I also think that the more that folks are able to tinker with, play with, modify, adapt, and continue to create around the technology, the more opportunities we have to just make the world a better place. Open source software has always been an opportunity for us to like really leverage those key ideals of saying, what if we were to use this for good? What if we could get us in as many hands as possible to like make as much change as possible? The more open, the more transparent, the more accountable, all of those things are just critical to making that happen. So for me, open source software is a way to getting to that. So I'm very passionate about that because I feel like there's a lot of wisdom that we can get from people using technology in ways we never thought.
That is a perfect segue into the next one, which is why nonprofits?
Oh man, as a young person, I was raised with a Catholic father that sent me to the Jewish Community Center in the summers, and a Jewish mother that sent me to a Christian school as a kid. And that mix of communities and getting a sense of like what people can do together and band together to just like do awesome things through these different communities and the cross-cultural experiences of that just made me realize that I was really passionate about the opportunity for us as just citizens of the world to band together. And one of the things I thought was really interesting, we're choosing to move away from large federal state governments of doing things, generally going down that path, and instead choosing to have other entities kind of fill the gaps. But if there's ever been a time for the nonprofit, non-government sector to really step up, it's now more than ever. Like I feel like society is just at a challenge point where if we're having trouble agreeing as to how we're going to be governed and govern ourselves in a democracy, then it's going to be the social sector, it's going to be nonprofit organizations, it's going to be NGOs that need to lead the way. And I can't imagine a better way to spend our lives than applying things like technology to that sector. So we've got a fighting chance. Like we've got a fighting chance as a society to be able to do something right when we're just making a lot of, I think, short-sighted decisions. And I feel as though the nonprofit space has a huge opportunity to step up and fill gaps where we're just not able to do together functionally in many democracies. Now that's a huge discussion. I know you didn't mean to go into that, but like I am so passionate about that. I'm so tethered to that concept of, well, gosh darn it, if people in society are choosing not to do this through government, like we need to find ways as nonprofit organizations in the social sector to like make sure society has what it needs to be successful beyond just business success. And I feel like there's a lot riding on the shoulders of the nonprofit community, and no better place to be able to help out.